Hey, how are you guys doing? I'm Sean from Seanbeingsean, and today I bring you a review of the 2012 Infiniti G37 Sedan Journey Sport. This is a 2012 Infiniti G37. Now, Infiniti is Nissan's luxury brand, so if you want to compare it to the Nissan model, you'd be comparing it to the 370Z. Now, what both the G37 and 370Z have in common is a very similar engine design. Now, what you get with the G37 as compared to the 370Z is a little bit more luxury. So the largest recognizable difference is the back seat. The 370Z and the 350Z do not have a back seat, while both of the Infiniti counterparts do. Infiniti started making the G37 in 2009. This is the 2012. Now in 2010, Infiniti changed the front design of this car, including the change of the placement of these fog lights, as I think it's a little bit more sleek than the G35's design. Now the G35X was made until the G37 was made. So the difference there is the engine. The G35 has a 3.5, while the G37 has a 3.7 liter V6. So this is a 3.7 liter V6. This is the 6-speed manual version. This engine is capable of about 328 horsepower and 269 pound-feet of torque. Now those specs are just about the same on the 6-speed manual or the 7-speed automatic transmissions that are offered. This G37 can do a 0 to 60 in just about 5.5 seconds and a quarter mile in 13.6. One small thing that I notice here is I have a 2007 Infiniti G35, and what I love about this is the placement of the dipstick. On the G35, it was impossible to get to the dipstick. It was curved and had edges and was very difficult to actually see the oil level. This placement, they obviously fixed that problem. Now, I absolutely love these wheels. Some of the stock G37s come with a 17-inch wheel that is not nearly as attractive as this. This is a 19-inch and it is beautiful. Also notice this comes with the brake calipers painted stock. Now as we go around this car, the styling I think is really nice. Now whenever you have a sedan you are limited, but I think Infiniti does a really good job in this model of making it look nice and clean. This car itself is currently debadged and has a custom catback exhaust. Now let's take a look inside. One nice feature of this car is the smart key access. When you have the key in your hand, all you have to do is press this button for the car to unlock, or other way, to lock. You'll hear one beep when it's unlocking, 2 beeps when it is locking. I believe this car has a very stylish interior. It is similar to the other G37s and G35s, but it definitely is more refined. This has a more traditional setup to your other cars that might compete with this car, such as some Audis, Mercedes, BMW, or Acuras, which are some other luxury cars that might compete for the same business. As we look on our steering wheel, we have our basic steering wheel controls here. One thing I really like is the gauges. On the G37, we have these nice white and blue gauges. In years past, the actual needles were a red, but now they are white. As I look around, we have our seat presets, all of our power windows, a very curvy interior, nice leather seats. Our heated seat controls actually have this nice knob, which I think is really nice compared to some buttons. This is our 6-speed manual transmission. Have a nice plug-in area here. Obviously this is an Infiniti, so we have that famous analog clock. And here we have our display. It does have navigation in some models. This is a touchscreen, but we also have controls right here. So we have our phone menu, our info, and we can turn this and select things. Or I can actually just hit the button on the touchscreen. Either way works. I think this display is actually really nice. It's very smooth. It doesn't feel like some displays, how they're behind. It feels really old. This feels very new. It moves fluidly. The touchscreen is nice. You don't have to push really hard. The sound system is really nice, so let's give that a listen. So as I was trying to show there, this car does have Bose premium sound, just like a lot of Infinitis do. So let's start it up. While this is a manual, it is a push button start. So step one, we have to have the keys on us, and then we have our feet on the clutch and the brake, and then we press the push start button, and it fires up. Though this is an aftermarket exhaust, it is just a custom exhaust. It is not a name brand. So let's hear what this car is capable of making sound-wise. As I get back in, we do have these nice Infiniti badges there on the bottom of the doors. We don't have that same thing in the back, but this back seat is fairly normal. We do have a pass-through here that goes to the trunk. So the back seat is not all that spacious compared to some sedans, but it's definitely enough room for people that aren't too large, and even large people for not too long. It's just not a very large luxury back seat like some luxury sedans might have. Here we have the trunk pop button and the backup camera here, so let's open that up. The space is actually really, really nice in here. So here we see that we do have a backup camera. So let's do a little bit of driving. If this were the automatic version, we would have paddle shifters, which I hear do pretty well for the vehicle. I myself am not a huge fan of automatic and paddle shifters. They did offer it in an all-wheel drive, but not with a manual transmission. This car is very comfortable to drive. The steering is a little stiff, but the input is really good. It catches the gears really well. Its acceleration is better than I would expect. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this review of a 2012 Infiniti G37. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a big thumbs up, put something in the comment section below for me, hit that subscribe button, that helps me out a bunch, and as always guys, I'm just Sean, just being me, just be you. Catch you on the flip.
Stop fussing, stop guessing, it's me and